Alright, hello YouTube, my name is SonicPrawler15 and I'm sorry it took me so long to get this done, but Hypercam is not really cooperating right now. So I'm just gonna have to make this slideshow, and apparently these screenshots are of really bad quality, but I think they're just good enough pretty much for you to be able to tell what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's get this started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the top right corner of your screen, you see I've marked about 4 things in different color. If you look closely enough, the one I marked in blue is your lord level, which increases every time you max out your reputation, which is circled in black. Your skill points, which you will need later, are marked in red, and the amount of money you have is marked in purple. I've gotten a lot of questions asked to me about where these things are, so I just marked them on the screen for you if you just look at the top right corner of the screen, please. Let's move on to our next segment. Alright, if you can see the next part, YouTube, I've marked your troop morale in red, and morale will only come into real effect when you have an army. The morale begins to fall when your troops run out of food, which in this case would be the food count or the food cost per hour, which is marked in blue. Mine is currently at 0 because I have not formed an army. Your coordinates, exact coordinates, are marked in black across that blue bar, which is hard to miss, but people do. And the shortcut, how do I put this? The shortcut bar is right there, and also at the bottom of the screen, near those mountains. Right there at the bottom of the screen, the question mark and everything near that is also another shortcut bar. Alright, next, let's see. Next, I've circled in red the name of your city, your lord name, which is obviously whatever you put in, and the population. And the reason why one number is red inside the red circle is because my city is almost at its max population. At least that the max it can hold before I need to upgrade some civilian houses again. I circled in blue picture of a hero, which you will get later. And in black, if you can see it, I circled your resource tab. At the top left corner, that orange looking thing is food. Next to it, we have brown, that would be your sandstone, which is important. Your food is also important as you need it to maintain an army. Your sandstone is important because you need it to build buildings. The bottom 3 in order from left to right are metal, wood, and crystal, which you will all need to build your ships if you're looking to become a military person. And below that, in the following order, the brown thing with the little black things below it are cannons. Next to that are missiles. Next to that are wings. Next to that are wooden frames. Next to that are boost engines. And finally, at the very far right, are photon power sails. Each of these you will need a certain amount of to build a certain ship, depending on what you are. So let's move on. If you could not tell what I circled to you in the last slide, let me simplify it for you. Red is food now, blue is sandstone, black is metal, purple is wood, aqua is crystal, and yellow are what I listed in the exact order. And the 3 rows below it are the level of each weapon, type of weaponry. Alright, next slide, let's move it. Circled in red is your timeline all the way at the top of the screen. You can check anything on there, click on it, it will tell you how much time you have left to build something. Next to that, circled in blue is your map. Not very detailed, but it'll do. And circled in yellow is the shortcut bar that I was telling you about earlier. And scribbled away in black is important information that you are not allowed to see being distributed by the Alliance through bulletins. Moving on. Alright, next to the resources tab is the airship tab. Circled in red are the different types of ships you can get. Listed in order from top to bottom: attack plane, frigate, battleship, cruiser, trade ship, and recon ship. Circled in yellow is how many you have of each, and the rows again signify the levels. Circled in blue is your Cloudport dock or your hero's flagships. The dock is your hero's flagship cannot have emplacements built upon it. You'd have to build your own flagship for that. But the dock, when you build a Cloudport, is able to have emplacements sprung upon it. Alright, quick explanation. Magnifying glass will let you see your town from the outside. Building list will show you all the buildings and how many, or well, not how many, but what level they are, except for civilian houses. The red paper is for changing the name of your city. The thing after that is to form an army. After that, the little people looking things is levy taxes. You get 1 gold per population, per 1 person. The treasure chest lets you add trades in what I believe is the player market. Like just there, right off the bat. And the gold bars let you put a trade in any market. Alright, moving on. Okay, finally screens. The castle screen, the only building that I believe shows up out of the actual castle, would be the shipyard. In the interior tab is mostly resource buildings. The culture tab is just stuff after you build the Imperial Palace for your shrines so you can upgrade your mana. Your military stuff are your arsenals and your shipyards for building military things. And your resource tab is just basically another interior listing all of your resource buildings. If you have any questions, because I know I didn't answer a lot of them in this godforsaken tutorial, please personal PM me or leave me a comment on the video and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't waste your time, which I probably did. Oh well. Bye.